Hi, this is Emily the Audi Nerd. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at a 2022 Audi S4. This one is a Premium Plus with a black optics package and is in the color Turbo Blue. Turbo Blue is my favorite color that is offered on the S4 and the A4 and the A5 and the TT. The cool thing about Turbo Blue is it is actually discontinued for 2023. So if you have your heart set on a Turbo Blue car, better find a 2022. The 2022 Audi S4 is powered by Audi's 3-liter V6 turbocharged engine. And the cool thing about the V6 is that it's the hot V. So you have bank 1 of 3 cylinders on this side, bank 2 of 3 cylinders on that side, and you have the turbo right in the middle. It is more efficient and it has better throttle response. This V6 is shared in the S5, the S4, and the SQ5. It has 349 horsepower and 369 foot-pound of torque. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in just 4.4 seconds. Taking off the engine cover and getting a little bit closer look at the hot V, you see you have bank 1 over here, bank 2, 3 cylinders on each side, and then you have your turbo right here in the middle. This is the cold side, and the hot side it's underneath. You have exhaust manifold on this side and the other side feeding both sides, so you can feeds the turbine right there on the hot side of the turbo, making it more efficient because it has to travel less distance. At the front of the S4 here, you're going to see all of the black optics that I was talking about earlier. You have the black grille, you have all the black extra pieces, this black part right here. And the thing that I love about this car is how they optioned it. They kept the silver rings and badges. So classy, I just love how it ties in. And then if you see on the headlights, they have what I like to call the eyelash design. So each of them have a different design of the daytime running lights. I love this because on the Prestige, it actually has the animation. This vent right here is non-functional in the S4, but it's cool because it plays heritage to the Sport Quattros. If you come in a little bit closer, I want to show you the details of the black optics on the grille. So you get a honeycomb grille with the S4, and you can see these little indentations of black. Those would be silver if it was an alu optic car. I love how it's just a little bit more classy, a little bit more aggressive, and you get close and you can see there's tons of details packed in. So these are the wheels that you get with the black optics package. I like them because they're a two-tone finish and not jet black, still shows some contrast for this car. This vehicle also has the S-Sport package. You get 3 things with the S-Sport package. First, you get red brake calipers, which you'll see right here. They are 6-piston caliper and they are 13.8-inch brakes. The next thing you get is the adaptive sport suspension. What the adaptive sport suspension is suspension with dampers with valves on it, so that it can open and close valves depending on what you're needing the vehicle to do. It can open and close for if you want it to be softer, firmer, and it can adjust right through the MMI in the Drive Select. The last thing you get with the Sport package is the rear sport differential, which we'll talk about when we head back there. A couple more things you get with the black optics package. When you come in a little bit closer, you'll see it has the black mirror caps, and that ties in nicely with all of the trim surrounds all the way along, giving it a really cool look. This one has a little bit of tint on it too, and I love how it's got just a little bit more privacy there. So the other thing you get with the S-Sport package is the limited slip diff along the rear axle, and it can move power independently from one side or the other, pushing you to the corner, eliminating understeer. So coming along to the back, you can see where the S4 stands out. This is my favorite spot where you can come down. I like to start out here where you can see these 2 quad tips. That is the easiest way to tell that it's an S car. I love how the silver tips match the silver rings and badges along this. And you can see you have the eyelash design along here on the back as well. Moving up just a little bit, it has the color matched lip spoiler along the trunk, and this really cool contrasting black line as a part of the black optics package. And then if you back up a little bit further, you can take a look at the really aggressive diffuser along the back. And I like how there's just a little touch of the honeycomb right here as well. But the S4 isn't all performance. It is packed with tons of driver assistance and safety features. You can see the proximity sensors along the back. There's 4 along the front as well. And you can see this high definition back camera right there. The S4 has a huge trunk, and if you come a little bit closer, I'll show you some of the features. There's 2 clips on either side, and there's your jack for the spare tire. And this is my favorite, which is the cargo hook, so that you can put your grocery bags back here, and that way they won't actually hit anything. They'll swing with the movement of the car, not rolling around here in the back. And it also has a spare tire. The back seats of the S4 do fold flat. There's a level right here. Pull in. These 2 are connected, but they are independent, so you can just have this center down if you want it, and then you can flip down the same side. This is how I fit in the back seat. I'm 5'5" 3/4". My husband's a little bit over 6 feet tall, and he has adjusted the front seat for himself. And you can see I have plenty of room back here and can easily find a very comfortable spot to sit. And again, tons of headroom up top. When you back up a little bit, I'm going to show you some of the other features that come with the S4. You can see the carbon inlays right here, and then the Dynamica on the doors and the contrast stitching. Now in the interior of the S4, we're going to head in right here on the digital cockpit so you can see how this works. I have it set up with the boomerang display, which is my favorite, and then you have the driver assistance and anything else you want to see, like the trip computer, long-term memory, short-term memory, and we're low on fuel consumption and all of that. On the other side, there's date and time, and then just below that, you have your boost gauge. On the S4, you get paddles, so you get the lesser gears and the higher gears and the shifting on either side. The view button will make the dials big and small, so you can have it right there, and then a bigger view on the car where you can see your engine oil temperature, and then your boost gauge goes to right there. This does come with the heated steering wheel, which you'll find on this side, and then you have the volume control and to skip tracks. This is where you can access Siri, or if you want to talk to the car and answer phone calls. Back underneath here, the car does have adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. So turning on adaptive cruise control, pull it forward to turn it on, press the N button to set it, and then to adjust the different distances, you can move up and down right here with this little lever. The S4 has the air wrap on the side of the steering wheel. It gives it a more aggressive, more grippy, and then coming down just a little bit, you can see it also is air wrapped on the shifter right here. And then coming up to the climate control. This is my favorite and easiest way to use the climate control. You can adjust on the driver's side right here, pushing on for auto on and auto off for climate control, and then passenger. And then there is rear individual temperature as well. However, you can sync them all, and the driver would be the master. Pushing auto, and they'd all be synced. On this side, you'll find your heated seats. Ventilated seats, while is an option, is not common on this car because you don't get the nicer seats with the fine Napa leather. Up here, this is not a button, it's actually the interior temperature sensor. Moving down a little bit, you can see where the drive select buttons are, where you can adjust the different drive modes you're in. We'll show you that in just a bit. This is your auto stop button, so if you don't like where it stops and starts at stoplights, you can turn it off. This is your traction control button. Press once for sport, press and hold for maximum turning off of all the traction control systems. Moving over here, this is where you can turn on your cameras even when you're not in reverse. A good way to use this would be if you're in a parking lot or somewhere waiting for someone and you wanted to see what's going on around your car without being in reverse, you can simply press that button. This button right here turns off the top screen. So we'll go back to this button where you can see the cameras. I'll push that and we'll come up to the top and you can see the full 360 surround view. This is the front view, and then you can also adjust any of the views that you want to see more specifics. Like you want to see the full wide view or the full view there. You can see how all of that looks. Coming back down here, I'll X out of that. You can see where I push drive select, and then coming up to the top, you can adjust your different drive modes. Comfort was the most comfortable ride. Auto is the most fuel efficient. And dynamic is your sport mode. Individual is completely customizable, so you can have it however you want it to. Like all of the other Audis, the S4 comes with a frameless auto dimming mirror. If you want to turn the auto dimming on and off, simply press the bottom button, and notice there's a compass. So if you want the compass off, you can press and hold, and that will turn the compass off. If you want to turn the compass on, press and hold again, and that button turns the compass on. There's touch lights on the top on both sides. These are interior ambient lighting. You can see just ever so slightly a little bit of light on my fingernail there, turning on all the lights in the cabin. The SOS light, these two are actually microphones. They're not buttons, so don't push those. And then right here is your roadside assistance button. This button is for if you want the corresponding light to open up when the doors open. So I'm going to open my driver door here, and you can see that light will turn on. Then over here, it does have a full sunroof. So I'll move the shade back, push up to vent, push back to open, and push forward to close. So the S4 will come with the S Sport seats. They do come with Dynamica on the insides of the seats, but you can option with the full fine Napa leather. I love this for the diamond stitching and the contrast of how that looks. I think it looks amazing, and up here with the S embossing as well. Coming down a little bit, it does have the full leg extension, so you can adjust it to however's comfortable for you. Seats also have massaging. If you just simply push the button right here, and then come up to the screen, and you'll see where it has the different options. There's 3 different programs with 3 different levels of intensity. We're on level 3, level 2, down to level 1, level 2, and level 3. Then you can push to stop, just like that. The other reason I like having the silver rings and badges on the exterior is because it ties into the interior. You'll see the silver trim right there with the carbon, even matching on the Bang & Olufsen audio system. But then you get perfectly from this angle, you can see how it ties in effortlessly all the way across the entire car, and it has a very uniform feel. Thanks for watching this video on the S4. I had a ton of fun making it for you. It's really cool to see when you look at how Audi sets out their S cars, and it does stand apart from all of their A cars and even the RS beyond that. I had a lot of fun making this for you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments or other video suggestions. I look forward to making some more videos for you.